Hey, what's up, you guys? Banana here. I am with my ex, David, and we're pretty much gonna talk about, like, our relationship. Kind of spilling the tea. Even though that's, like, the stupidest thing to say. Okay, let's start off. How did our relationship start? Or do you remember?
It was, what's it called? We had a class together. What was it?
It was like
junior year or sophomore year?
It was junior year.
Yeah, we had that, and then was it junior?
Because I was dating, not saying names, but platypus before.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And that was sophomore year.
Okay.
And I was also dating.
No, what's it called?
Emo boy before that.
We were, what's it called? That's when Alex was in the picture. Remember? No.
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, what's it called? We had a class together, and then you decided to get all, what's it called, flighty and fun, and just, I don't even remember what you did.
I poked you.
Oh.
I booped you whenever you were drawing a smiley face on the board.
Was that what happened?
Yeah, I booped you. I went boop. I don't even know why I did it. I just, like, my body just did it.
Okay. But yeah, that happened. And then so after that, started just talking, and then what's it called? I started sitting next to you. Then took you forever, but you finally realized we rode the same bus.
Because I always sat in the back, because I sat with my ex in the back, and then I sat with my other ex in the back of the bus, and I never sat up front. So I didn't know you rode the bus.
Yeah, so that happened, and what's it called? You wanted to sit next to me, and then you're doing that for a while, and then what happened next? I think it was, what's it called? We were just hanging out for a while. We were at a Southwest park, just talking and whatnot. And then we were there for a good, like, couple of hours too.
Yeah, because didn't we take the kids there? And that's how we would take the kids, my brother and sisters.
Like the first time though.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they were in the picture yet.
I don't remember if my mom even let me, like, leave the house then without the kids. I can't remember if the kids went. This is how long it's been, like, we can't really remember. We just have so many inside jokes.
But that was our first kiss though.
Oh yeah. Was that Southwest?
Yeah, that was on the benches by the tennis courts.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember, and it was so cold. Yeah. That was fun. What was, like, the shittiest part of our relationship?
Your parents, my god, that was the worst thing I had to deal with. Personally, it was like, you know, coming over, it'd be fun, and I got to see your brothers and sisters, and it'd be fine, but what's it called? I just felt kind of like I didn't belong there for a little bit. Probably not at first, because they're cool with me and whatnot, but eventually it got to the point where it's like, okay. And then so after that, it was just kind of like, whenever y'all would need help or anything, I'd be over there trying to help out, and then next thing would come over, and then all the things that we kind of worked on, or I worked on, it was just kind of like trashed again. So I was like, well, okay. So yeah, that's probably the only thing that kind of was annoying or not fun about the relationship.
What was, like, the biggest thing you hated about me personally, and what's the thing you really liked about me?
I can't say I hated anything you did or do. Nothing comes to mind that was like that neg. I think just like pet peeves, like the fact that you didn't really comb your hair. That was like that was just one pet peeve of mine. But other than that, I liked it. It was fun. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing that stood out that really kind of made me hate or dislike you in any way.
Yeah.
And they're all just like pet peeve level, but there's very few of them. What I liked was the fact that we can be dorky, like as fuck together.
Yeah.
Regardless of where or what we were doing, there was always some kind of laughing or smiling going on for like 98% of the time.
Yeah. I don't think we really had, like, I don't think, did we ever get in a fight in our relationship?
Not until, what's it called, we like broke up.
And even then we didn't even get into an actual
Yeah,
fight.
it wasn't a fight, it was just kind of like...
Crying.
Yeah.
Lots of crying. Do you want to talk about our breakup?
Yeah. At that point, again, it's coming back towards the parents. It was just, I didn't like it anymore. It just did not feel like I belonged. Just felt very unwanted. And they weren't really letting you come over to my place or really kind of hanging out. So it was just kind of like I'd only see you at school or on the bus. So that was kind of like messing with me. And so at that point I was like, I don't think I can do this
Yeah, and I was
anymore.
moving.
Yeah, that too, huh? That's right. And I know, thinking back on it, it's like, yeah, that was a really bad time to do it. But I think at that point I had just like lost all kind of patience.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I can't do this anymore. It was hard thinking about it for like those couple of days beforehand. And so it's just, it broke my heart knowing I'd have to do it, but it was something that to me at the time needed to be done, just because I didn't want to have to make you suffer for having not to see me and then me not having to see you at all.
Mm-hmm.
That was just kind of probably the worst part of having to make that decision.
Do you remember any of our inside jokes? Like, we're not gonna explain them, I just want to, like, see if you actually remember any of them. I remember one of them off the top of my head.
Nothing comes to mind really.
Mine's like, that's not a pinky.
I remember that.
We're not gonna say what that one was. That one, it's way more innocent, not really, kind of, than, like, it sounds.
Yeah, it's innocent. It's not.
Yeah.
It might sound dirty, but it's not. Shoot, yeah.
We used to have so many. Can't even think of it. Like, that's the only one I can remember. My mom, I left the sally pin at my parents' house when I moved out.
Oh, yeah.
It's still there. My mom found it yesterday. And I still have the, like, those other Christmas presents, little hand sanitizers she gave me.
Yeah.
I still have the flower from the prom, or not prom, from the dance that we went to, and the little card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you gave me.
What's it called? Where you found those pictures of me and you took a photo of me eating at McDonald's.
So my boyfriend saw that photo and he got, because I had it still on my phone when I sent it to you, and he got so mad. He was like, who is this? I was like, it's my ex-boyfriend. I took this photo and I sent it to him because it was like the anniversary of whenever I took that, and I was like, oh, funny. I don't know. That was such a funny video.
I think that was another pet peeve of mine. You kept trying to take pictures of me while I was eating.
Because they used to stare at me while I ate.
Because you were staring at me. So I'm not just gonna be like, oh, just eating and have you just.
Trying to think of more questions. I don't know. I feel like I didn't have anything I think like we also had like very different kind of music we listened to.
Yeah.
That was fun. Cause like when I would go over and hang out with you, we'd like listen to like Trivium and Slipknot and stuff. That was fun. I don't think you really liked my music.
It was different, and I know at the time, I think back now, I was just kind of like, why did you do that? Just kind of, it was very like me to just not want to try to be open to other things, and that happened even throughout middle school too.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd be over it, but I guess at the time I wasn't, so.
I didn't really care because I enjoyed the music you listened to because that's what my parents listened to, like, used to.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it was stuff I kind of, somewhat of it, I grew up on, like, Slipknot and, like, Korn and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah. I still listen to the exact... I found out, we were talking about music earlier whenever we were walking over here, and, like, I still listen to the same exact music. Except for, like, a little bit more of, like, goth boy rap music, like Little Peep and XXXTentacion and stuff like that. And I listen to, like, Peter, Paul, and Mary and Grateful Dead, too, now, so. I don't know.
Now, what about you? What are, like, some things you either hated or you, like, loved about me or something?
I don't know. There wasn't really much, like, that I hated about you. Like, you were, like, I don't know. I feel like our relationship was a lot better than, like, majority to all the relationships I had in high school. And, like, majority of the relationships I've had since high school. I feel like you were, like, really nice to me, and you didn't, like, I don't know. I feel like you didn't judge me at all about, like, all the stuff that, like, I was into sexually, and, like, you didn't like mentally belittle me, like, make me feel stupid, and, like, you would, like, build me up and make me feel smarter than, like, if you wouldn't have done those things, I feel like I would have just been, like, a fucking idiot in life. I don't know. I felt like our relationship was good because, like, you were a good person to me. You didn't treat me like shit. Which is, like, hard to say about, like, any of my other relationships. Did that get, like, too deep?
No. It's nice to hear that kind of stuff afterwards, because, I mean, I don't get that.
Yeah.
Like, once people kind of leave my life or move on, that's that, you know. There's no looking back on it unless it's just me.
Well, like, I told you, like, we'd stay friends, and we've stayed friends. Like, we don't talk as much as, like, we probably should, but, like, you know me, I'm not a big friend person. Like, I don't really have any friends, but that's mostly just, I don't trust people very easily, so, like, I don't know. But, yeah, like, I felt like we're still friends. Like, we talk.
Toots.
Trying to think, like, do you have any questions that you want to ask?
Not off the top of my head. They probably have to give me time to think.
We can pause it and talk more. And, like, you can think of more questions.
Sure.
Okay, we'll be back. Okay, I got some questions. What initially attracted you to me?
Well, I really have to think back on this one.
Do you not remember what I look like?
No, I do. I think that, like, the first in general kind of something that gravitated me towards you was just how you were different.
I was.
You know, it was something that didn't really see in real life before.
My tutus.
Yeah, it was just kind of, it was new for me, so it was just like, oh, what the heck, what is this? And so I think that was, like, the first thing that kind of sparked my attention. And I think once we started talking, and getting towards the relationship, I think it was just like how like cute your voice is.
My voice sounds horrible right now because I'm either sick or have allergies.
But yeah, so I think those two things.
What attracted me to you is like you felt like a nice person, and at the time I was really needing a nice person because the person before you, if you remember, was a total asshole to me. But I think like it's just like, I don't know, again, like you were different and you weren't like, you didn't seem like you were a shitty person. And like your style and everything, like you were like all like metal and cool, and I was like a scene queen. Which is like almost polar opposites. Well, not really, like somewhat. What are 3 things you think we have in common in this moment?
Yes.
Or just like in our relationship in general, like whenever we used to date. Let's just do it like that, because
let's see.
do you want me to answer? No, you can think.
Yeah. Maybe that'll spark some ideas.
Well, at the time we were both like, we still are like really nice people. Like, we were both really caring. I think like you're really quiet and I like to talk a lot, and so that worked with our relationship. But yeah.
I think for me it was like kind of how just we could hang out and then not necessarily like do or say anything and it'd be alright, you know? Even though there was stuff going on, a lot of times it was like those times where we weren't doing anything, like it didn't seem unnecessary or like wasted time. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because we could like sit there and do absolutely nothing. We could just like watch a movie or something. I like that we could like actually watch a movie together, and like even though most of the time I was on my phone, but it wasn't like I was on my phone. It was more like I was taking photos of us. And like, I don't know, I feel like our relationship was really good because like we didn't take our time for granted. Like we would spend time together and just like felt like we spent like hours and hours together, even though it was like not that long. Which was nice. What would be something like I would pick off of like a menu? Like anywhere. That's what the question is.
Anywhere.
Okay, let's pick a restaurant.
I don't know about that one.
What do I usually eat?
You usually eat like candy or like, or like.
What was like the only thing I would ever get, like usually, and you know this.
It's been a minute.
Do you want me to tell you?
I don't want to say the wrong thing, but.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Chicken strips and french fries.
That's what I thought, but I didn't want that to be it.
That was all I eat. That's all I still eat.
You know, what's it called? I took you out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And went out somewhere in the end, that's what you had.
Was it chicken strips and french fries?
I remember it was at Jefferson's downtown.
You would get a hamburger. A hamburger and fries. Because you really like hamburgers. And I hate hamburgers, that's how I remember. I will not eat hamburgers anywhere. I don't know why. Like, I'll make them at home, but like, other than that, I won't eat them anywhere. It's just... What is your least favorite memory of me?
I think it was, the breakup part. Because that was so emotional and just kind of, I think, a lot for both of us at the time. And other than that, I can't really think of a negative or unhappy memory necessarily. I could probably think of one, but they obviously weren't that crucial or important to our general relationship. So
I feel like the worst memory for me was like whenever the last time you hung out with me. Not hung out with me, but like whenever I was still with my parents. And like we got in trouble.
Oh yeah.
And
oh yeah.
my mom like broke my tablet and like
you had to deal with that, huh?
Yeah.
I just
you just left it and I had to deal with the repercussions.
I asked if you wanted me to stay there, but you just
couldn't. Like that was the thing. Like you weren't allowed to.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't even think about that one. That's a good one.
Who was the person that actually broke up? Like, who broke up with who?
I broke up with you.
Yeah.
I made the decision.
And then we kind of mutually talked about it.
Yeah, I think a better thing for us in general is not just like leaving it like, oh, I'm breaking up, bye.
Yeah, we like actually had like, you were helping me move. You're helping me move my sister's stuff. And we just like kind of talked about everything and like cried a lot and was really sad and yeah. If you could change one thing about a relationship, what would it be?
I'm gonna be that guy and say nothing because I mean I liked every aspect of our relationship, whether it be good or bad, you know, it's made us to who we are now.
Yeah.
I feel like if I would have changed anything, like things wouldn't be the same, like where we're at, or things would be super different. Whether like we're still friends or not talking at all, I feel like some minor change would have caused like the biggest outcome ish. So that's just me. I liked how things go, maybe not as well as others, but I feel like it time we had is the time we had.
Yeah. I feel like our relationship kind of, like, I feel like both of us would have still stayed friends, even if, like, in, like, any situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, we were good friends somewhat before. Not somewhat before, because we were friends, but we weren't friends for super long. But, like, our whole relationship, it wasn't more, like, dating. It was more, like, a friendship with benefits.
A lot of benefits.
Do you think you've changed from our relationship in a better or worse way?
I'd say kind of better because I got to practice a lot of things. Just gonna leave it at that.
And you learned a lot of things.
Yeah. I
think I do that with every relationship. I teach people too much.
But yeah, I think that's me. I learn things, and like not about sexually, but just in general, learned how to kind of treat people and take a relationship. Because yeah, you were the first real girlfriend that I had that lasted more than like a week or two.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of lessons to be learned.
I feel like I've changed a lot, but it's mostly because in high school I knew who I was, I knew who I wanted to be, and then now I've had to change who I am and want to be because of situations in my life, and I felt like I was more open for who I am, and now I kind of can't be as much, and like I can't do everything that I used to do when I was in high school. And I feel like I'm not as happy as I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was the happiest person in high school. Like, no one was as happy as I was. And then now, like, the world's just hit me. And now I'm just, like, sad most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's what happens when you become an adult. I'm not as quirky and different as I used to be. Like, in high school I used to wear cat ears all the time, and I used to be binky girl, and I don't really use my binky anymore, which is so sad. But like, college kids scare me. Like, they scare me more than high school kids, which is sad. I feel like I changed in a worse way. Like, I don't like who I am now. What do you think was the most intimate moment in our relationship?
I want to say that first kiss, what's it called? Because everything was just kind of, I think feelings at the time were mutual, and it just happened kind of naturally.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like on both ends it was just kind of like, wow, that just kind of happened, and
we were both so scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I can't think of anything that was really more like, other than maybe Valentine's Day, but
yeah.
like other,
but
like
exactly
that was a mixture of a
Yeah.
lot of things.
Lots
It wasn't
of smoking.
necessarily fully.
It was more like
intimate.
It was more sexually intimate than actually
Intimate in general.
This one's a weird one. What do you think we lacked in our sex life? I don't think anything. Like, to be honest, like,
I think we lacked kind of like
self-control.
a little bit.
Like, to be honest.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but like looking back, it's like, damn, that happened so much.
Yeah.
And it happened like everywhere.
Like, we had a problem. Like, that's not even me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Like, it sucks. We're not talking about this next question. Like, that would be so awkward.
I really have to sit down and think about that one.
Yeah, because there were so many.
I'll tell you, you were like the last person I had sex with when I came back.
Oh, man.
So it's been a long life out in Oregon.
What is your favorite thing about me physically? It can be past me, because I was more attractive past me.
Shut up.
I'm ugly now.
Shut up. I like how you're still small.
Yeah, not really. I put
Well,
on
compared
weight.
to me, you're small.
Yeah. You look about the same as you did in high school.
Yep. No change. No, but yeah, I'd say I still like looking at your eyes because they're still really nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty nice.
But, yeah, that's what I'd say.
I don't know, like.
It's fine. You don't have to say anything.
No, I'm trying to think. You are perfect. I don't know. I think, like, what physically attracted me with you is, like, you were a big teddy bear. And you gave, like, the best cuddles. Like, in high school, that was, like, the best. I was just cuddling with you. And belly touches.
That's another inside joke.
Yeah, it was. You hated those.
It's so awkward.
I think everyone hates those. Who would you say put most effort in our relationship? I think we both kind of did.
Yeah, there was definitely times where it was one or the other, but like most of the time it was
both of us working for each other.
Yeah.
It was never like one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see yourself falling in love with me?
No. Not at all.
Really?
No, because I mean, at that time in my life, it was just kind of like, whatever happens relationship-wise. Because I wasn't really looking for a relationship at that time, but I wasn't going to be opposed to having one either, you know? At the time, I don't think I would have ever thought we would date, because I think I definitely thought, like, at the time you were not going to be into me, so I was just like, let's just see what happens, and if stuff happens, stuff happens. If stuff doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So I was just kind of like seeing wherever you were going and seeing what naturally came out, and so all of our relationship, I wasn't expecting anything at all. I was just living kind of in the moment.
I legitimately saw us like me falling in love with you, to be honest. Like, I think it's mostly because like I think like when we started like hanging out and stuff, I would like fall more in love with you just by like little things, like you just being nice to me and not like treating me like trash.
Yeah, I think as the relationship goes on, yeah, but like before,
Mm-hmm.
no.
I don't know. I just feel like I was like in a way drawn to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I don't even know like why I booped you. Like, I physically, even the day I did it, I had no idea why I did it. I just did it. But back then I was very spontaneous.
Yeah.
Is there any part of you that wants to try dating again?
Yeah, but I think right now, since I'm not here, that's just kind of harder to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's long distance stuff isn't fun, as I've learned. But if I did come back here and I was staying here for a while, yeah, I definitely would try it again.
Yeah. I feel like I would want to, like a part of me would want to, but like I also just want to get in a bus and just run away
Mm-hmm.
from like everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like it would just be hard because I'm that person that just like wants to run away from life all the time. And so like being in a relationship is so hard for me because like 1 second I can be in love and then the next second I'm just wanting to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no in between.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the best relationship for anybody, to be honest. Is what you're looking for in a girlfriend different from when we dated?
I think now and then, yeah, but again, I wasn't really trying to pursue a girlfriend at the time, and whatever came. So, yeah, I'd say it's changed, but only because I wasn't looking at that time.
I think at the time I wanted a girlfriend, not a boyfriend. That's how I've always been. Like, when I break up with somebody, I'm like, I don't want a boyfriend, I want a girlfriend, and then I just end up getting a boyfriend. Because I can never tell when girls are into me.
Me too, join the club.
I don't think the way, like, I'm attracted to people has changed at all. Because I'm still not attracted to super muscly dudes. I'm into scrawny dudes or like, dad bod kind of guy. Like, that's, like, I just always been into people like that. And it hasn't changed. Like, I still have zero attraction towards muscly dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I saw one on TV yesterday and I was like, really cute. Because everyone on the show was, like, hitting on him. I was like, why? Describe your dream girl. Do you want to skip it? We can go to fun.
Yeah, I can't do that right now.
What qualities do you seek most in a relationship?
I think someone who's loyal. Preferably someone who talks a little more than me.
We just like everyone.
Yeah. Someone who's passionate about something. Like, it doesn't really matter necessarily what it is, just as long as you know what you like and what you want to do, kind of thing. Kind of have some sort of purpose, and I don't know, just kind of respectful, just in general, kind of open-minded too.
Yeah.
Like the broader kind of ideas or ideals.
I don't know, I feel like someone that isn't judgmental towards, like, anyone in general. Someone that they have to be open-minded, like, in every sense of the word. And someone that's not, like, gonna just hate, like, start out a certain way and then completely change who they are. Someone that's not gonna be, like, a total dick. Just, like, for instance, a nice person. I'm not, like, super picky on people whatsoever. Even though I just said I'm not into it. I don't know. Someone that's quirky and different and doesn't give a shit what anyone else says. Do you think I'm crazy? And did you tell your friends that I was crazy?
No, I think at the time everybody knew who you were or knew of you.
Everybody loved me.
That's kind of like the same with me. Everybody knows of me or knows me. Looking back, I don't think anything was kind of crazy unless it was like some sexual thing that they heard from other people.
Yeah, because there was a lot of rumors going around about me in high school.
Other than that, I don't think, at least in my friend group, no one said anything or did anything.
Your friends were always really nice to me.
So that's on my side.
You never called me crazy, which is weird because every person that's ever dated me has called me fucking crazy.
I can call you crazy in another sense, but let's not get into that.
Yeah, I don't think like I'm. I personally am crazy and the eyebrow. I don't even know if I can still do it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I used to be able to really like do crazy eyebrow stuff, but like. I feel like in a way I am crazy, like, mentally, but, like, I don't freak out on people, and I'm not, like, just, like, out the wall crazy. I think, like, every relationship someone's called me crazy except for you. Even, like, my most recent one, like, the guy I'm with, he calls me crazy all the time. Sometimes in a bad way. Yeah, your parents. This is the next question is, do your parents know about me? I think I met your parents and it seemed like your mom liked me.
Yeah, she was chill because you were nice. You didn't do anything bad or anything.
I was always very respectful.
So, I mean, she appreciated that a lot and was sad to hear that we broke up, but she understood why.
Your mom was so nice to me. She used to feed me sometimes when I would, like, actually eat at your house. I think I only ate at your house, like, twice.
Yeah, something like that.
Because, like, we were always too busy to eat, or, like, I also didn't eat that much in high school. So, would you say I put a lot of pressure on you?
I don't think so. I think maybe like no, you didn't. I think I at the time I wanted to just experience just life in general, because this was going to be like my first real relationship. So you obviously knew a little more than I did. So I trusted you in a lot of things.
I had too many relationships.
So, I mean, I trusted you with the knowledge that you had that whatever we were going to be doing or whatever, you knew what was going to happen or you had a plan. You know?
I didn't.
Well, then scratch that idea.
I didn't have a plan. It's like wherever a relationship took us kind of thing. I don't feel like you pressured me at all either. Like, I don't think we had, like, there was anything like that in our relationship. Describe a typical day in our life.
was a lot.
Like, we did so much. Like,
I don't know if you can pin down.
Like, because every day was different. Like, we didn't have, like, the same... We never did the same thing in a day.
And if it was on different days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think I can think of a word other than, like, spontaneous.
Yeah, I was very spontaneous in high school. I still am, but I'm not really able to be spontaneous as I was in high school. We are friends. That's, like, not even a question. Would you have sat down with me when we were dating to answer these questions?
When we were dating?
Yeah. If I asked you.
Asked me these questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of time if I asked you to do something that was like something I really wanted to do, we would do it. And like that's not in a bad way. It was more like if I felt passionate about something, you were like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I think at the time I wouldn't be able to answer maybe some things to the extent I can now, but
yeah.
I'd probably be able to give some sort of answer to whatever the question was.
What was like the most craziest thing I made you do? Well, I didn't make you do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Go to that dance for one.
That was fun. Especially when they played Fergie. Do you remember the kids that were recording us?
I don't remember that happening, but
it was like those Arabic kids that were like.
Oh yeah.
I remember being because it was the Fergie song that was playing and I was dancing and I don't know how to dance like a teenager should. So yeah, if you understand that.
The time you try to put makeup on me.
You looked horrible. I think I have that picture somewhere.
Oh, please don't.
I still have the recordings of you playing the guitar for me, which I talked you into doing. And you almost kicked me in the face. I have a video whenever you...
That was on accident.
I have a video whenever you, like, almost slapped me in the face. Whenever we were doing, what's that song? That one I hate. That's like... Oh, shit. Something about a duck.
The duck song, okay.
I hate that song. But
he
was like doing it right next to my face. I have a recording, remember?
Nope.
It's on Snapchat.
I don't doubt.
I feel like I was so much prettier in high school.
Shut up.
Okay, you said earlier that I look so different than high school.
You've changed. Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
I don't look like anything like I did in high school. I felt like I was prettier and happier.
Shut up. Be like that.
What's something you distinctly remember about me? That like
distinctly remember.
Like something that like I don't like. It doesn't look like I do now. I still don't brush my hair, but like that's not what I'm meaning.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
You still dress the same?
Yep.
I don't. I wear a lot more black. I don't wear my tutu anymore. I don't wear my kitty ears. I don't wear my binky. I still wear little kid clothes all the time, but like more of like an alternative twist instead of just wearing it.
Yeah.
I'm still obsessed with pandas. I don't know. Any questions you have? No?
No.
Well, that's it? Okay. Well, I love you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys have an amazing every day. I hope everything in life is going awesome. Bye, guys.